Well, this is John Black, Super Chemist. We're going to talk about drag queens and kids as soon as I boot this up.
From family-friendly Pride events to Drag Queen Story Hour, you've heard of it all. And as a gay man myself, I'm not homophobic for having a few concerns about drag queens and children, and neither are you. Why are there 6-year-old drag queens performing for adults? Why are there drag queens teaching elementary school children how to twerk? Why are registered offenders teaching children how to become drag queens? Quite frankly, there's a lot of people who disagree with all of this, and you're not homophobic for disagreeing, because remember, disagreeing is not equal to being hateful or discriminatory. So with all of that being said, let's just dive right into this. Kids meeting drag queens.
Nervous?
Yes.
How come? Do I look scary? Do you know what I am? A drag queen is someone who expresses themselves creatively through performance. So dress up in wild costumes, big wigs, crazy makeup, and then get on stage and perform and entertain people.
But the part that's missing from that is the fact that this person performs in clubs that are typically 18 plus. A drag queen is typically a grown man dressing up as a woman, getting on stage in front of drunk adults, and then just dancing provocatively, sometimes stripping to reveal more outfits for ones on stage, much like a stripper. And to note, these typically are not trans people. They are grown men that are just performing as a woman, and then they take it off and they live their day-to-day life as a regular gay man. Because sometimes the drag queens and the trans people, they get a little conflicted with the story hour.
Please welcome Pickle and Miss Eugene! Good morning! Hi everyone, how's it going? We are so excited to be here for a little drag story hour this morning. Do y'all like stories? Yeah, oh, that's wonderful. Eugene, what was your favorite kids' book growing up?
Well, I loved to read all the time when I was a little kid. My favorite was probably, does anyone know Where the Wild Things Are? Yeah.
Am I the only...
Is? What a drag queen is? Yeah, you do?
Yes, little boy.
Someone amazing and beautiful and magical.
Someone amazing and beautiful and magical. Again, a drag, I feel like a broken record.
Expression and love. So anyway...
You're confusing all these little kids. Like,
Pretty close.
Thank you so much.
How would you define a drag artist?
Drag is all about joy, self-expression, and love. So anyone can do drag as long as you bring that to the forefront.
You know how Halloween's soon and everyone has a fun costume, right? So it's like wearing a costume that you feel really good in.
Yeah, forever.
but where? They're not... Notice no one's talking about that, but where? Where is 99% of your income coming from?
The hips on the drag queen go swish, 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 swish. The hips on the drag queen go swish, 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 all through the town. Okay, and now the shoes on the...
I've had enough. I cannot. I don't understand why these drag queens feel the need to... He's responsible for bringing drag to the forefront. Like, this is insane. This is just crazy. And now, if you're unfamiliar with the name RuPaul is one of the world's most famous drag queens out there to date. He's responsible for bringing drag to the forefront with his shows like RuPaul's Drag Race and his conventions like RuPaul Drag Con. We'll be getting into him later on in this video, but RuPaul recently won an Emmy Awards for his TV show, and he came out in defense of the Drag Queen Story Hours, quoting that knowledge is power, as if drag queens teaching children really is... I get it. It's a little spinny. I get it. Teaching children how to read is a good thing, but we don't need a man in a dress and high heels teaching our children how to read. And queen teaching children how to twerk.
Does anybody in this room know how to twerk? Alright, well, it's quite important to the story, so I will just give you a very quick demonstration. All you need to do is you just stand with your feet sort of shoulder width apart, like so. Okay, and I'll show you at the side so you get a better view of it. And you crouch down into this sort of position here, so your bum's sticking out. I hope you're taking this all in. And then you just move your bum up and down like that, and that's twerking.
And these are the events that they're calling family friendly. What was supposed to be you just reading to children turned into a how to twerk album. Pageant shows, all of it. This is just wrong.
He is by far the youngest performer we've seen
There's even adult performers that sometimes you can outperform.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is the next RuPaul. At first I was terrified. You never really know what people's reactions are going to be.
What do you think the biggest misconception?
Like, the kids holding together the jacket, because it's part of, like, drag queen bits, is to be covered up in the beginning, and then to drop it and reveal more different clothing and more sexually suggestive clothing. Like, queen.
What he's doing is...
Well, I think there's a few. People who don't like what we believe can sometimes be violent. People want to cause harm to our family, like legit harm.
We're getting death threats.
Horrible things being said.
That there was a child stripping.
And dancing provocatively.
Calling
what
us
it is.
groomers, pedophiles.
Child Protective Services was called on us.
And then the anti-drag bill.
This is an activity that is exploiting children.
We had a child that would be directly affected by this law. Asa whispered in my ear, "Can I testify?" I still wasn't sure where I was at with him performing drag at that point. I said, "Are you sure you want to speak?"
It's like he was born to do this.
I want you to notice that guy sounds like he's gay. The dad that's supposed to be married to that woman, he sounds like he's gay.
He wasn't born to do this. That child, like...
With us.
The first time that we took any of our kids to Pride, Asa was 4.
This was introduced by the parents at a pride parade, which probably was deemed as family friendly, knowing good and well it was not family friendly.
So the conversations led to, would Asa ever want to wear a dress? The first dress he owned would have been the Barbie nightgown. He said to me one day, "I am going to go put on my dress, and I am going to sing, and you're going to video me and put me on Facebook so everybody can give me likes." And I said, "Okay." And that's the video that really kind of spurred this journey then, because I shared that video, and that...
Oh my gosh. This is why
subsequent invitations. After that first time, he fell in love with it. There's no turning back. Now we almost have one performance a month that...
Notice how the little child is getting dollar bills while he's dancing. Did you see that? Do you see that? It's happened about 3 times so far. I don't know if you're catching it or not. Oh, there it is right there. Boom. Dollar bill, y'all.
In love with it. There's no turning back. Now we almost
Again.
have one performance a month that Lulu gets to do.
My
Again.
name is Lulu Lovely Twirl.
They're all different
when
events.
We were in the car, we were...
There's grown adults handing a 6-year-old money on stage for being a drag queen.
A boy or a girl or what right now?
Boy.
Do you like being a boy all the time or some of the time?
Some of the time.
What about when you're Lulu? What are your pronouns?
She and they.
You know what? The kid ain't nothing but 6 and is already a drag queen. It's talking about us 2 different personalities. One's the boy Asa and the other is the drag queen that goes by she and they.
We can't hide this anymore. We need to be out, and we need to really show support for the community as a whole.
This is not my community.
Drag bill.
Looking to ban youth at drag shows, which would be like Drag Queen Story Hour.
It's in the car.
It was very loosely worded so that...
Personally, good, because I keep saying this. I have to keep reiterating it because there's a lot of people who don't get it, but the profession of a drag queen is to be stripping in a club. You can, and it has nothing to do, it's not anti-drag. If you want to be a drag queen, you can. You can be out in public, you can be in a club, do you, but 18 and up.
My name is Asa. I think drag is a good thing. It makes me happy, and I really like it, and I really like dancing and pretending to sing. Dressing up as a girl.
I knew that I had to give him some questions. I said, "How does drag make you feel?" He went to that mic and he said, "How does it make you feel?"
Powerful.
When he said powerful to me, that was like, whew, the weight of that word just hit me so hard. Because I still wasn't sure where I was at with performing drag at that point. Is it worth the fear that comes along with it? And he says powerful, and I'm like, dude, I'm here.
This is what you call not a parent. This is what you call a roommate. He's not parenting. He's just letting the kid do whatever the kid wants to do, whatever the kid sees, and profiting off of it, quite frankly. How you hanging in there? This is real. I want a drag queen.
Lactatia is the deviest diva you could ever think of.
When he was about 7, we started watching RuPaul's Drag Race. I think that he saw
RuPaul again.
that was an actual art form, and they could be whatever they wanted. I think he decided that that's when drag was going to be like his life.
The parent, once again, introducing the child to drag queens. And of course a kid wants to be a drag queen. I mean, it's bright, it's colorful, you're dancing, like you're getting all this attention. Hello, at a very basic level, it sounds enticing to children. But you don't tell them about the full path that it is and the full scope of the job.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hello.
My advice to you is keep going. Learn your lyrics well. Give them face, give them choreography, give them a lot of energy. By the time you turn 12, you are going to be a weapon of mass devastation.
A lot of people ask me if I'm going to be a drag queen forever, and it's always the same answer. Probably. I hope I'm still going to be a drag queen. If I'm not, that's totally fine. But I really hope that I can keep my lactation inside of me for the rest of my life.
In a club, dancing for money. Cool. Let's recap real quick. Let's get our bearings together. We've got drag queens reading to children.
Nothing makes my heart more full than seeing little draglings coming up and discovering who they are, their inner divas, their inner fierceness, and the parents are the heroes in this case because really, because I came up in a time where there was not this much acceptance and understanding, and so thank God for RuPaul's Drag Race for putting all of us in the light that we need to be shown in, and all you guys for supporting it. So yes, make some noise.
Thank you. So I'm ready to see some fierce runway tonight. Tonight, it's 10 in the morning, today. We're so used to being at bars, I apologize.
We're so used to being at bars, we apologize. I feel so defeated. The main employer is a club, y'all. Let's be real here.
Let's bring out these divas!
I need something. 1 second. The towel is so uncomfortable. I genuinely feel disgusting. Genuinely have the heebie-jeebies. Genuinely, utterly confused. Like, that is a room full of thousands of adults and consenting parents that think this is okay and fine. Like,
that was AMIR Odom
life.
On,
this is where the concern comes in. When children are being...
That was AMIR Odom on YouTube if you want to watch his videos.